What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk to you about Faraday Future. I'm pretty sure all investors know that this week is big for Faraday. They do have their upcoming shareholder meeting. Some people disagree with me that it's kind of a make it or break it point. But I think based on everything that they have done, even looking at all the SEC filings, all these definitive 14As are to ensure that investors understand the gravity of the shareholder meeting, that they do need the raising of the authorized shares and reverse stock split for compliance, as well as just money. So I want to go over some of the expectations, what might be coming out, and one thing that I feel Faraday should do right now. So I'm going to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So I'm not really going to talk all that much about the upcoming shareholder meeting. I've kind of beaten that to death. Obviously, you can look back to my previous videos. It is a big deal. So I just wanted to once again stress the importance of that. But YT did actually post a video, 55 seconds. Once again, not really in English, so you have the subtitles at the bottom, but goes over the bridge strategy and how he said that soon they'll be able to announce their like a big update. So in my opinion, I think that they are waiting for the shareholder meeting to pass, and then they're going to drop this news about possibly bridge, or just give a general update, because there are two aspects of Faraday that definitely need to really work for its operations. One of which is funding. So that UAE deal would be absolutely detrimental for Faraday. So they need that. And plus the whole bridging strategy. So there's a lot of different moving parts when it comes down to Faraday. I don't think a lot of people understand what they all mean and how they are somewhat all independent among themselves. So the shareholder meeting, that whole aspect is very important. The bridge, as well as kind of, again, the UAE deal. So yeah, there's a lot of things, but based on YT, this post, it kind of shows that they're waiting for the right time to put out news. So I think that, again, will be this week until their shareholder meeting does come out. When it comes down to like Faraday though, I've given a lot of suggestions just out into the internet and wherever else, whoever the hell wants to listen. But I've given a lot of suggestions on what should have been done on Faraday's kind of viewpoint. One of which is, in my opinion, I guess, is just to launch a lawsuit or just provide updates, because they clearly have share intel updates, and the last news that came out, I think it was in December, saying that they're moving to phase 2. So that is one thing that Faraday should really give an update on. I've already talked all about that in previous videos, but there's one thing that I feel like a lot of people, I've seen on Reddit, some people just say, hey, prove it, show me, like, what is the technology? And from the inside of the vehicle, yes, it looks very good. Hearing YT kind of speak on the technology, and 𝗪𝗧𝗧 as well. So I think everyone just says that it's very innovative, it's customizable to what you want. But one thing that Faraday does really lack is explaining exactly what makes the big difference between Faraday and other OEMs. Because I think it was actually YT, he did a video when that whole Rivian and Volkswagen deal was announced, and he said that our technology is far better than any American one out there. And I cover Lucid quite significantly. I have a dedicated Lucid channel, and also I cover it under Financial Journey. And I know, like, they are very open about their technology being next level. So their drivetrain and whatever else. So when it comes down to Faraday, what is so special about them? That's something that I feel a lot of investors don't really know. A lot of people just piggyback off of what they've heard. But if you ask someone what makes a Faraday vehicle stand out, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can't really break that down and clarify. So that's something that Faraday does need to fix and just go over. This is our technology. And I'm not discrediting them, because clearly Palantir, like the big Palantir, that ticker PLTR that a lot of people may or may not be investing in at the same time, they saw a lot of good upside with Faraday. So they invested initially, I think it was 25 million. So they were one of the original PIPE investors in Faraday. Didn't really work out, because I think the original projections were that Faraday was going to be launching their vehicles in 2018 didn't really come to fruition, as you may or may not know. So technically, based on, I think, where it's at, Faraday does need to pay back to Palantir $5 million. And so that was court ordered because Faraday was kind of ignoring that. So just on a side note, when I guess 𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗧 told Omar during an interview that they are not going to be doing any lump sum dilutions and that's just a fugazi and whatever, that's not necessarily the case. So obviously straight out the gate, Faraday is going to need to kind of dilute at least $5 million to pay back Palantir. But nonetheless though, I'm kind of just giving you guys a lot of good context on the history and what is undergoing right now. But Palantir saw something with Faraday. So again, to my main point, I think Faraday does need to put out some news just on exactly how their technology, aside from just being very customizable and everything, how does their technology stand out? So that's just my recommendations. So in my, obviously this upcoming week is going to be a very big week. Hopefully Faraday does drop some news after the shareholder meeting. But at the same time, don't be surprised near the tail end of the week for them to kind of announce the reverse stock split. So, and for those of you that say that I am incorrect, you can look back at my previous videos. I literally said Friday after hours, that's when the actual shareholder meeting was going to be announced. Lo and behold, everything I have stated so far has come to fruition. Every aspect of Faraday, again, you guys can look back at my videos. I've been accurately predicting where Faraday has been at for the last year and a half. And so it's, in my opinion, I think it's very predictable. Right now is a unique circumstance that management seems to be, like I've explained in the past, very awoke by all this kind of positive momentum. So I think there is a good opportunity. So I think that they should give updates, like I said, on those 2 points on how their technology actually does stand out, and also on possibly a lawsuit against malicious activity and whatever. So yeah, I think that's kind of the sum for this week. So it should be a very volatile week. And even aside from that, you do have the interest rate decision coming out Wednesday at 2 o'clock. So right now, there is a 95.3% likelihood of nothing being done, 4.7% likelihood of a 25 basis point cut. So that would be really huge for the whole EV sector because that is very sensitive to interest rates, but more specifically the following ones. So the September 18th and then the November 7th, those are insinuating 25 basis points at least a piece. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of volatility from Powell to Faraday giving updates to announcing reverse stock split. There's going to be a lot of different things all happening this week. So buckle your seatbelt, get ready for a crazy roller coaster. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that, and take advantage of this promo. Only a couple days left. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it. They give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.